And good morning, everyone, and welcome to this exciting athletic announcement. My name is Michael Biamani. I am a proud alum of FIU. I'll take that applause. Many of you may know that for the past 34 years, I've been the voice of the Miami Heat. But more importantly, in this room today, this venue, I am so proud to say for the last 14 years, I have been the voice of FIU Panther football right across the street here. I'd like to thank the university, the president, the athletic director for inviting me to be the moderator today for this historic announcement. And I'd like to introduce many of those that are going to participate in today's announcement to join me here on stage. First of all, our athletic director here at FIU, Scott Carr. Scott? I'd now like to introduce FIU's sixth president, Dr. Kenneth A. Jessel. And the executive vice president, co-owner of South Dade Kia, Miami and Homestead, and South Dade Toyota, Lucy Benedetti.
You can feel the energy, a very special treat, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide himself. Mr. Worldwide himself, Pitbull.
Take your life from a negative to a...
Me not working hard. Yeah, right, picture that with a Kodak. I'm a person that been very, very blessed to be able to create something from nothing. Took my life from negative to positive.
I would put things in music, and I could not believe that they would come to life. I'm like, oh, this really works.
That's right. My family, I'm first generation Cuban American, and I know what they went through in order for me to enjoy freedom. I didn't graduate from high school, but it was a teacher that changed my life. One day I was rapping in the hallways, and she thought it was a fight.
And she said, you got talent. And that's all it took.
I never set my mind to be the best rapper. I'm a hard worker. My first major concert, Luke's like, hey, get this motherfucker off stage right now. You don't make mistakes, mistakes make you. The more I heard no, the more I was like, I gotta fight for this, I believe in this. I tell people all the time, there's no losing, only learning. No failure, only opportunities.
And there's no problems, only solutions.
And the word can't is can, and the word don't is do. And if you take impossible and put an apostrophe right there, it makes it impossible.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
You know, we live in a society that's so connected, it's disconnected. People taking so many pictures, they're missing the big picture.
I don't care about followers, I don't care about likes, I don't care about views.
Be a leader, be unique, be different, and make a difference.
Music allowed me to be able to build schools in one of my own neighborhoods and now all over the United States of America. It means the world to me because you see these kids and you see you. We all bleed the same blood, breathe the same air, and put our pants on one leg at a time. In the same way that music is a universal language, I also see NASCAR as a universal language. We're gonna bring everybody together within the Track House Partnership. Once you figure out you're possible, you can break through any barrier, any border, there's no limits, and you live life how you want to live. There is no secret sauce. You work hard, and it will pay you back. I promise you. For everybody out there, I tell them, hey, why dream when you can live it? So get on it. Pac said, I'm not the one that's going to change the world, but I'm the one that's going to spark the mind of the one that is going to change the world. And that's what I'm looking at here today.
Now, stand up and make some noise for Pitbull! You're right in the center seat.
First of all, yeah! How's everybody doing this morning?
Okay. Right now, it's my pleasure to invite President Jessel to the podium.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us on this beautiful Miami 305 day.
That's right.
Absolutely. Today marks a historic and exciting day for FIU, and we are thrilled to share it with all of you today. I mean, this has been so exciting. Scott and I were talking earlier. I think we got about 4 hours sleep all last night, just thinking about all of the excitement that was going to take place in this room right here at FIU. I want to start by thanking the members of our Board of Trustees who are here this morning. Our board met just a few minutes ago to approve today's announcement, and our board goes all out day in and day out to support FIU students, faculty, staff, alumni, and our broader community. I would also like to thank many elected officials that are here today. Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart, Carlos Jimenez, I think is supposed to be joining us, Senator Alexis Catalud. Alexis, where are you? There you are. Our former SGA president, Representative Juan Porras, Representative Alex Rizzo, Chairman Oliver Gilbert, Mayor Eric Diaz-Padrón, and Mayor Christy Fraga. Thank you all for joining us. I would like to mention just about everybody on that list is an FIU grad or is so closely aligned with FIU that they are true Panthers. So thank you for everything that you do and your unwavering support of our great university. I also want to welcome students from SLAM, a series of unique... Let's have our students stand up. SLAM is a series of unique and successful charter schools dedicated to providing an innovative secondary education that produces college-bound students emphasizing sports-related and STEM majors. I will tell you, we are so delighted that you are joining us today. We want FIU to be on your radar for your next step. We want you to be part of the FIU family, and you can see the excitement and the sincerity of being an FIU Panther. You should know that right here at FIU, we are a top public research university, and we are in Miami 305, in our own backyard. And for many of you, this may be the first time that you've heard it, although it's been all over the news. We were recently designated a preeminent research university by the Florida Board of Governors just a few weeks ago. And SLAM students, if you are interested in a great return on your investment in education, FIU absolutely has to be at the very, very top of that list. You see, FIU provides a world-class, outstanding education with the lowest tuition. Let me repeat that, the lowest tuition of any public university in the country, thanks to the support of our legislative leaders that want to keep tuition low. So believe me, you will get a great return on a fantastic education. So we're ready to start you today at FIU. We can't wait for you to join us. So again, I am so excited to share today's upcoming announcement with all of you. This is truly a memorable and historic day. I can't even recall the last time I saw so many cameras at FIU, and I think it's because of the significance that this means to our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and our broader community. It is truly a wonderful day in Miami 305. So to all the Panthers and all the people that love Panthers, pause up.
Thank you, President Jessel. And now it's my pleasure to welcome from our Kia partner, Lucy Benedetti.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lucy Benedetti, Vice President and co-owner of South Dade Kia. We have been proudly supporting FIU athletics from the past couple of years because we care deeply about our community, and we believe in the transformative power of education as the key to creating meaningful change in society. Education holds immense importance to us. That's why we established the South Dade Kia Fund dedicated to supporting students through scholarships and ensuring they have access to the education opportunities that they deserve. Education benefits not only the individual, but also their families and communities, creating a positive ripple effect. Additionally, we share the conviction of the impact of the unifying spirit of sport, which also promotes a sense of community and belonging. Sports have the unique ability to transcend barriers, build teamwork, responsibility, respect, and collaboration. They inspire individuals work towards common goals, celebrate achievement, and support one another through challenges. This collective spirit not only strengthens bonds among participants, but also encourages a shared passion that can ignite positive change in society. Through sports, we can build connections, inspire future generations, and create more harmonious communities. On top of that, FIU holds a special place in our hearts, as my children are also proud alumni, and my son even met his wife here. This university has become a part of our family story. Besides, it makes perfect sense for us to partner with the intelligent, growing, and innovative university community, as it offers an exact parallel to our brand. Kia's slogan is "Movement that Inspires." That is precisely what we see reflected here in FIU, the ambition to change the future for better. And we are eager to contribute to this change. Furthermore, as immigrants from Venezuela, our beloved country that soon will be free, my family and I have worked hard to build our lives here, and we are overjoyed to give back to a city that has given us so much and the opportunity to reach the American dream. Now, this collaboration with Pitbull will elevate the commitment to the next level. As a global icon, Pitbull embodies the spirit of Miami and has been a strong advocate for education and fostering community development. It is exciting to think about the vibrant community space that will emerge from this partnership, will not only celebrate sport, but also concerts, festivals, and encourage healthy competition and togetherness. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this exciting new chapter for South Dade Kia, Pitbull, and FIU. Go Panthers!
Thank you, Lucy, for those wonderful remarks. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the gentleman who is going to make a very special announcement here today. He's our athletic director at FIU, Scott Carr.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, Lucy, and thank you, South Dade Kia, really for stepping up. Really appreciate that. Well, to get us started, I'm going to have to bring up my energy level, right? I mean, usually I'm energetic, but man, I got some competition on this stage right now, right? So let me start out. Pause up. All right, pause up, right? It's a great day to be a Panther, and it is a great day to make history. So I want to thank all of you for being here. Special thanks too to the media. I know we have a lot of media here today, so thank you so much for being here to cover this special event. Really appreciate that. First want to thank God for this special opportunity. Spent a lot of time in prayer the past year, and really excited about this opportunity that we have here today. And From there, I'm going to get into a few thank yous. Really want to thank Van Wagner College. They've been our treasured multimedia right partner for the past, since 2016. Thank you to them for their help with this, especially Alfred Caballero and Mark Donnelly. Just really want to thank you guys for your help there. Want to thank Dr. Jessel, President Jessel. Thank you so much for your support, and Board Chair Tovar. Thank you for your all support of this really innovative partnership that we're into today. Want to thank Team Pitbull. You know who you are. Really want to thank Team Pitbull for all you've done, and I know you all are here. One member that I did want to just do a special thank you to, he's not here, so he's not allowed to tell me I can't thank him. So I want to thank Renee Ruiz, who's a business partner and general counsel for Armando, and an FIU grad. Have we heard that theme a few times here today, right? And he's an FIU alumnus, right? He's an esteemed attorney here for Stearns, Weaver, and Miller, and couldn't be here today because he's doing something extremely important, more important, where he's spending some time with his son who's playing some baseball out of town. So wanted to give him a shout out for everything that he's meant to getting us here today. Special thank you to Alex Kelly. He's our Chief Revenue Officer here. Yeah, let's give him a hand. His creativity and hard work on this partnership was critical, and it cannot be overstated. This was his idea, right? I know a lot of you all have kind of asked me that. How did this happen? Alex said, "Hey, Scott, what do you think about?" And I smiled big and said, "That sounds amazing. Let's do it," right? So thank you so much. One of our core values, we have 5 core values in our athletics department. One of them is think big. I think we thought big on this. So we accomplished that, one of our core values. So, and of course, a huge thank you to Armando for sharing our vision and stepping up to help us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So with all the thank yous out of the way, it's my great honor to officially announce a partnership unique to the 305 with a worldwide brand. FIU football stadium will now be called Pitbull Stadium. Thank you all for that applause. It was well deserved. So just so you all know, this will be the first time an athletics venue has ever been named after a world-renowned musician, right? So picture this. Should I say with a Kodak? Picture this, okay? Picture this. Pitbull in concert at Pitbull Stadium. Okay? How about that, right? Now, I know I'm going to be there. I know my wife and 2 daughters are going to be there as well because they've already told me that, right? We're going to be there to see history made when that happens, okay? It's going to be incredible, right? So making history today, that's exciting. As we've already touched on, every time we talk about somebody, we're talking about how they have a tie to FIU. They're an FIU alum. They've got ties to FIU, right? We have over 250,000 living alumni in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. Think about that. In just those 3 counties, 250,000 alumni, right? We have power in numbers. So Panther Nation, Pitbull's in. Now it's your turn, okay? We need you engaged. We need you supporting us, and we can take this to a whole new level. So in closing, I'm thrilled to be the first to be able to say, paws up, Dolly.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to all of our speakers here this morning. I think it's only appropriate that we bring Armando into the conversation here. And Armando, as an alum, when I first found out about it, planning this event, getting ready for it, the one question that I kept asking myself is, how in the world did this happen? And so I guess we want to start with, how did this idea get presented to you, and what was it about the idea and FIU? Obviously, we know how much you love education, but being in your backyard and being a part of our university, this is amazing. Tell us about your thoughts when you first heard about it.
Well, I mean, for me, what it boils down to is Miami's always known for being underdogs. No matter what we do and what level we take it to, and I would say even the whole state of Florida to a certain extent, but being underdogs is what I always felt about FIU, fighting, clawing their way to just be seen, to be recognized, whether it be from education, business, through sports. And me having ties to FIU with people that I love dearly and with everything that I give me 2 seconds, that I have, you know, and they're no longer with us, some of them, but they're always with us, let's just say. So it's a very, very special moment, and there's people that I know that are in FIU to this day, have been through FIU, and represent FIU at a very prestigious level. So when this idea came about, it came about just like a Miami-Dade County 305 idea would come about. Nobody would believe in it, right? So therefore, you know, someone that was very creative, being Alex, who you mentioned, and thank you so much for putting this together, Renee as well, and they kept fighting, and with President Jessel and Athletic Director Carr approving and greenlighting it, all we had to do was just, like we say in Miami too, take it to the house. And that's what we've done at this point. And what we're doing here is groundbreaking. We're making history. This is history in the making. You're going to see that every other university is going to want to do the same thing. But the difference is we don't do this for propaganda. We do it from the heart. We do it because it's meaningful. We do it because I'm from the crib. I'm 305. I'm from the bottom. This is my backyard. And when I say mine, I mean it's ours. And I'm on this stage because, not because I didn't graduate from FIU. I didn't graduate from high school, to be honest with you. But music was my escape, and it allowed me to invest into education and give kids an opportunity that maybe I didn't have, but be able to look at those kids and go, hey, the same way they didn't believe in y'all to a certain extent, they didn't believe in me. But it took one person, a teacher, and her name was Hope, and when I was hopeless, she gave me hope. And all she told me was, I believe in you. So I want to say thank you to FIU for believing in me and believing in this movement, believing in the 305 at this level, because I promise you, we're going to take it to a whole nother level like we always do, but for the right reasons. And I just want to make sure that we inspire, motivate the community, the culture, and let everybody know that here in the United States of America, it's true. Freedom isn't free. Freedom can get ugly because you got to fight for it, but freedom is priceless. So to be on this stage is just to motivate everybody out there and let you know that if you put your mind to it and you got creative minds around you, you can get anything done. And that's why I say when someone tells you sky's the limit, you say, nah, partner, there's footprints on the moon. So you keep it moving, you keep it pushing. So with that said, now we're in FIU, and we're talking about Pitbull Stadium. Woo!
So Scott, I'll turn to you. Pitbull just kind of explained to us how this thing came about, how he was motivated, because we all know philanthropy is based on motivation, how he was motivated to help us and support us here at FIU. Can you give us a little bit of the details of this partnership that we have with the Pitbull Stadium?
Absolutely, and you use the right word, partnership, right? You can call it partnership, you can call it relationship, you can call it friendship. Use whatever you want, just don't call it a sponsorship, right? Don't call it a stadium naming rights sponsorship, right? Because that's not what it is. When we got together and sat down and visited, you know, it was fun having a couple marketing minds kicking some stuff around, but what you saw the very first time we met and really started talking about this, where Armando's heart was and how, and he even made the comment to me at one point. I shared an idea with him. I'll keep that between us. I shared an idea, and he smiled and said, that's pretty good, but we're going to go bigger, right? We're going to do more, right? And that's been his mindset. And as we've been coming to a close on working on finalizing, you know, getting signatures on the contract over the past few months and all that type of stuff, it's been amazing how many ideas and how often FIU is on Armando's mind, right? So many people would sit out there and think, we're just sitting back having Pitbull, having Armando on our mind, which of course we are. We knew how special this would be. But how much he's thinking about FIU and what he can do. And you know, we all know what he does as a musician, but I've been more impressed what he does as an entrepreneur. and what he does in business. It's extremely impressive what he's doing there, and you know, some of those opportunities with, you know, collaboration on, there'll be 10 events a year that the stadium, Pitbull Stadium, is what do you want to do, right? Blank canvas. What do you want to do with it, right? And I'm excited about what he's going to come up with, because the stuff that comes across my desk is pretty cool, right? So from day one, he was so bought in and wanting to be a part of this, and really talking about us, you know, and it's been amazing just to be a part of that, and we're just super excited, and just, again, the collaboration. I mean, right now you can go out there and purchase co-branded Pitbull and FIU merchandise, right? It's already out there, right? There's links to it out there, right? You know, Armando's wanting to help us once a year with some fundraising, right? To help us with do a fundraiser, right? And those types of things that are just that long term, what can really help FIU continue to grow and to continue to get to a bigger level that's bigger than what we announced on August 6th. It's bigger than a sign on the stadium. It's that collaboration, it's that relationship, it's that partnership that truly has me excited.
Thank you, Scott. President Jessel, I have to ask you here, because this impacts not only current FIU, but future FIU, and, like many of us, past FIU. This is an amazing day for this university, the community, in whatever stage you are in. Talk about the impact this makes to our FIU.
Well, I think you already answered the question. This is truly a transformational opportunity for FIU. It's all about our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and this community. Armando mentioned this is the Miami 305 way. The FIU story is the Miami story. This is Armando's story. We are often considered the underdogs, and yet today, as a university, we are a top-ranked public university, a preeminent university, doing wonderful things to support our community, our students, and everything that is so related to education in our state. Scott mentioned it's not Armando as the musician or even the entrepreneur. I was so impressed with him as an individual. When we met almost a year ago up in Boca, imagine someone like Pitbull asking me for my autograph. He asked me for my autograph. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get yours, because you'll probably asked 1,000 times. You are the only person that has ever asked for my autograph. And when I asked for his autograph, I gave him my business card, and he wrote on the back of my business card, "To history in the making. Thank you for the opportunity." Thank you for the opportunity, meaning thank FIU for the opportunity. This is less about Armando and Pitbull and so much more about FIU. Our students, our student athletes, this is going to be a big investment for them, who every day on the field, on the courts, in the pool, support FIU to show the tenacity and the grit of our university. And you are truly making this happen. And it's going to benefit not only our current students, not only our current faculty and staff, but all of our alumni, future students. It truly is transformational for the university. And I can't thank you enough as an individual for what you have done and for your vision, and to think that just 11 months later, we have gotten to this moment. And earlier at a BOT meeting, one of our trustees referred to you as benevolent. And you are not only benevolent, but humble and generous, with a great vision that will truly, truly set FIU apart for many, many years to come. So thank you.
Thank you, President. Armando, I'd like to go back to something for you here. You've had a number of things you've said in life that are very impactful if people pay attention. One of the things you say is, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. This partnership is kind of living on the edge. And I say that only because if it wasn't, everybody else would be doing it. And nobody else is doing it. Talk to me about that motivation to impact a school, a community, and maybe even people that are not affiliated with us, because you're not taking up too much room. You're living on the edge.
Okay. And number one, I've never heard that quote before, but I'll definitely use it. That was probably artificial intelligence. That's what that was. That was ChatGPT. No, I'm just messing with you. So there's AI, artificial intelligence. There's AI, Armando intelligence. But with that said is, I love the quote and what you're saying. To me, I do say the biggest room in the world is room for improvement, right? And you have to be living on the edge in order to want to take that risk. What's the biggest risk you take? It's not taking one. More than anything is to motivate the youth and to let them know that, you know, someone that's coming from Miami, lived in every neighborhood, good, bad, worse, ugly, you name it. It was good to pass through. I looked at one of my old middle schools on the way here, which was West Miami. I went through, you know, La Sahuesera, Westchester on the way here. And I was just thinking about living in all the neighborhoods that I've lived in Miami, from Carol City to Old Palaca to Hialeah to Wynwood to La Pequeña Habana to South Miami to South Miami Heights to Richmond Heights, P. Ryan, I mean, you name it, right? But living in those areas, what it did was, tell me you'll call them back, we got something going on right now. But the most important thing is just to let everybody know here that Miami mentality is what you got to hit the world with. Miami built us in a way where it's a melting pot. It allows you to, you don't feel like Miami's divided and conquered. No, you actually relate to each other no matter where you're from. And you go, oh man, you dance to, let's just say, in Dominican Republic, they dance to merengue, but in Trinidad, they dance to soca. It's pretty much the same way, the way it moves. They use each other's verses, same foods to a certain extent. When you find that you can relate to each other, that's what I found beautiful about music. It's a universal language. It doesn't divide, it unites, right? So when we're able to do things like this, is about uniting everybody. This is about bringing everybody together and understanding that living in this new world that we're living in, where I know everybody wants instant gratification. Not now, they want it right now. It doesn't exist. Hard work is what pays off. When they tell me, Chico, you so lucky, I say, man, it's funny, the harder I work, the luckier I get, you know? So with that said, is to be here and go from a Mr. 305, which Trick Daddy was the one that named me Mr. 305. Whoever doesn't know Trick, well, welcome to the crib, meaning welcome to Miami. But then traveling the world, that's where it became Mr. Worldwide. And now from Mr. Worldwide to be able to create a partnership with Florida International University, not just any university, no, Florida International University. It just goes to show you what's meant to be will be, and all you got to do is seize the moment and take advantage of the opportunity. Willie Chirino, which is someone also that's Cuban from Miami, he says, lo que está para ti, nadie te lo quita. You know, so for everybody here, what this is about, yes, we're going to have fun in Pitbull Stadium. Yes, we're going to create history in Pitbull Stadium. Yes, it's going to be amazing for FIU. It's going to be amazing for all of us across the board. But more than anything, we wanted to be amazing for the students from SLAM. You know, when they ask me how many kids you got, Chico, I say 10,000 now. You know, we're up to 12 schools around the United States of America. So to be able to inspire them, inspire those here in FIU, the student athletes, and also teach them, all students, by the way, but on the student athlete side, also teach them it's not just about the sports, it's about the business. You know, you're thinking about how much you can make on the field, think about how much the agent making, how much the attorney making, what's going on, what's marketing look like, what's broadcasting look like. So, I mean, if you ask me right now, Tom Brady about to make more money talking on a microphone and broadcasting games than he ever did playing football. We want to teach y'all that. We want to teach you what it is to be motivated, inspired in different ways, but then also be able to look at somebody that's from the same neighborhood, same spot, same city, been through very similar situations. And it's the ultimate, and I say it all the time because it's the truth, this is the ultimate, taking the negative and making it a positive. So I just want you to know that this isn't just an announcement. This is a movement. And I would say it another way if I wasn't, you know. There's other ways to say that make it very impactful. But I just want you to know that this is truly history in the making. I'm honored. It's a blessing. And, yeah, we're living on the edge because there ain't no room, I guess, right?
Thank you, Armando.
Well,
Scott,
thank you.
I'll come back to you. You have explained in detail how much Armando is participating with us collaboratively. Talk about co-branded merchandise, helping us with fundraising. Thank you so much with that, Armando. What are some of the other things you see as us being able to use and maybe work into our athletics productions? As the PA voice of the football team, I'm already starting to think of, how are we going to be able to leverage some of these things here? First downs sound like they're going to be followed by the iconic Dolly.
You better believe it. We've got to let the kids, the students pick that. They should tell us what they want to have. My bad. I apologize. That the students should pick what. I didn't even mean to cut you off. I apologize for that.
Please.
But the students should tell us what they feel the first down should be, what the touchdown should be, when they get a sack, or anything across the board, any sports, whether it even be, the dances and cheerleading, all kind of fun things that we could come up with that in tune make us feel, again, united, make us feel family, and make us feel part of the movement. Because then with the movement comes the revolution, right? Because you're doing something that nobody has done before. That's what makes this so much fun and so innovating. So again, I just think that the kids should be the ones telling us what we need to be doing as far as the slogans that we use on the field and off the field. Maybe we create even a new slogan. I don't know. You caught me off guard on that one, but now I'm gonna start thinking.
No, I'm with you on that, and maybe something to play in between third and fourth quarter too, to get everybody hyped, right? We'll have some stuff. Right, getting ready for that fourth quarter. Yeah, absolutely. But no, so just again, kind of touching back on some of the collaboration, and everyone has seen and heard what President Jessel and I saw and heard the first time that we met with Armando about his heart for education and for the students, right? SLAM, FIU, but all students, right? And something that's outside of the contract that we're doing that's important to Armando. He's going to help with NIL, right? With name, image, and likeness for our student athletes, right? That's something that he's wanting to do outside of what we're doing contractually. Because like I said, it's not a contract; it's a partnership, it's a relationship, it's a friendship, right? It's truly what it is. So there's going to be those collaborations. To your point, my marketing wheels have been spinning all the time, right? I mean, there's so much stuff that to bring Pitbull Stadium alive with so much. Of what Armando's done, his talents with different songs and different sayings, Dolly and Let's Ride, and I mean there's so much, Fireball, right? I mean there's I can see that that Jenkins to Patterson dart Fireball, right? Okay, so I mean there's but like Armando said, we want the students buy-in. We want them to be at the stadium and them telling us what they want, right? They tell us what they want based on we do something. The way they respond tells us if that's what they want as well, right? So we're going to keep that going. But the collaboration is really incredible. And I mean, even to the point as we talk about the students, we talked about those 10 events that we're going to have at the stadium, right? Well, with those events, depending on what the event is, the plan is to carve out some tickets that we can actually offer at a discounted price to FIU students. Right? I mean, that's something that's been important to all of us to be able to help, keep our students involved and have that great student experience. So it's incredible. So we're super excited about that collaboration. And again, I'm sitting here on day one going, I can't imagine what day 2 is going to look like and what month 6 is going to look like and year 2 is going to look like because I guess as you say, buckle up, right? I mean, buckle up. It's coming.
Thank you, Scott, and Armando. Please,
I just wanted to add, because Armando, as you were describing this community, and FIU, your story, and over lunch, I think you had mentioned you were in like 14 different apartments during just high school alone. So you were moving more than once a year. And Scott's comment about thinking about the future. I am convinced now, with your description of FIU and our differences make us one, our community, all of our differences in our community make us one, that your song, We Are One Ole Ole, was based on FIU, and you did it 10 years ago. So you really have prophecy in terms of what's going to be happening in the future. Yeah.
Yes.
But it describes FIU and this community to a T.
I also wanted to add something. we, in this Pitbull Stadium, is going to have the South Dade Kia field. So we are still part of this huge, we are not as huge as worldwide, but we are so proud to be part of this collaboration. So yeah. For us, it's as important education and support FIU because it's also our backyard, and it's international university. It's not just Miami, it's everybody. It's still us, my kids that are from Venezuela and still graduate from here. So we are super proud of be part of this too.
It goes back to what we were speaking about, family and then people believing in each other. So I want to say thank you for being the first to step up and believe in this movement, in this vision, and us making history. So thank you so much for that. Lucy, we highly appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to all of our panelists that are here today for this exciting day for FIU and for your time and your conversation and explaining everything. Please, a round of applause, if you would, for these fine folks.
Well, I just want to say, they still got the mic on? To everybody here, once again, this isn't propaganda. This isn't about putting the name on a stadium. It's deeper than that. And I want y'all to leave like that. For those that play for FIU, play like that. Go out there and represent like that. Crack backs like that. Take it to the house like that. And for those from Slam, just know that if anybody ever lets you tell y'all, nah, you ain't gonna make it no matter from what you come from, whatever situation it may be, you make sure you remember this day. Because nobody would ever think, from when I used to sneak in that FIU gym with one of my dogs, we'd all get our money together. You go in, you open the back door, we figure out the bands later. To be on this, talking about a Pitbull Stadium. So I'm just letting y'all know, thank y'all for the opportunity. It's a true blessing, a true honor. Thank y'all for believing in me. And hey, let's make history, and more than anything, represent the 305, the crib, Miami-Dade County. Hey, the whole world, but have fun doing it. All right. Dale.
All right. If we could have President Jessel, if you could join us up here. Lucy, join us here as well. As the university would like to make a presentation to Armando.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you all once again for being here. To the media, a couple of things for you at 12:15.